choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Chicken choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Niggas choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Yeah. It's choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Chicken choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Niggas choke, no joke. Put it up. No palm tree the trees in the palms of dealers and fiends. Late night roam the streets. Weed is weaker, but it's cheaper. Not many chicks frontin' like divas. Out west, every chick's a model like Eva, and you know I'm far from believing her. So I'm G'ing her like she G'ing me. Banging in LA is a different thing. At the end, you either dead on the bang, getting out, doing better things. On Sunset, where they hang. Hollywood, where they hustle for change. Times Square here, it's the same. No matter where you go, you'll find a lane. On the west, they kick it with cane. On the east, trees the social thing. East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap, East Coast. When I'm on the west and I'm doing my thing, don't offer me coke or your nose I bang. Friends don't offer other deadly things. Thanks for the hospitality, we'll still hang. I won't judge you, leave me as I came. On the road to success, top of the game. Eat all the finer things in the food chain. Teach my kids to do the same. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap, East Coast. You gotta love life and offer wonderful things. Being to travel is a privileged thing. Came back to the east, air wasn't fresh. Streets filled with trash, various people in the eye. It's easy to tell who's upper middle class. Police and racism, same as crash. Back to where they not social, where they less vocal. When they don't know you, be careful, show you around the East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, East Coast, whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Pop your bottles and toss the cork. If you rap, West Coast. Both coasts are known to give you fame. Got paparazzis playing cameras your way. Got you bobbing and weaving like Cassius Clay. Most thugs turn Muslim in older days. Change their name to Allah they pray. Probably till they decay. This go out to the east and west. For Big and Pop, y'all, let's connect. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. You can't get the West without the ES. So it's manifested that we connect. You know what it is. Choke, no joke. Learn from mistakes, baby. You know what it is. Greg on the track. Rest in peace, baby. Either war, we here now. You know what it is.
Choke, no joke. Smile, treat me, you know. Yeah.
Choke, no joke. You already know. Y'all know I love that cooch. You know what this is. I love that cooch. Yeah. It's the A thing. Clean cooch. Let's go. Yo, what's up? My nuts when I wake up. Got morning wood and I just bust one. In mahogany, I'm Ron Osley. Between the sheets, and she want to ski. And just shout with me with what I thought was pee. She rolled the D and her water broke B. Not pregnant. baptize me. I'm down for more love, but change the sheet. She said, please, I want more. Next thing I know, mattress dripping the floor from her juices. Oral had me stoned, had a Corinne, and Medusa at one. And when I look in her eyes, between her thighs, I tell you no lie, ain't shit won't buy. I rob and take it, for me to taste it. Red Lobster, pussy, biscuit, freshly baked. Eat that coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. I eat her coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. Suck my nuts when I wake up. Got morning wood and I just bust one. In mahogany, I'm Ron Isley. Between the sheets, she want to ski and just shower with me with what I thought was pee. She rolled the D and her water broke B. Not pregnant, but baptized me. I'm down for more love, but change the sheet. She said, please, I want more. Next thing I know, mattress dripping the floor from her juices. Oral had me stoned, had a Corinne, and Medusa at one. And when I look in her eyes, between her thighs, I tell you no lie, ain't shit won't buy. I rob and take it, for me to taste it. Red Lobster, pussy, biscuit, freshly baked. Eat that coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. I eat her coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her.
Joke, no joke. You already know. We here now. We in the building. We in the building. We in the building. We in the building. Joke, no joke. You already know. Truth be told, all day, every day, even on the holiday, even on your anniversary, even on your birthday. All right. What's good? Oh, man. So I know it's been a few days since I've been live where I got to sit down and do my thug thizzle. And I know this ain't the hour that y'all be expecting me to come on right now. So a lot of people's going to miss this and they're going to be pissed. But I'm coming with good intentions to come inform y'all on some real stuff. All right. Now, I got to send I don't even know what to call it. I'm going to have to send an open letter or a kite to Young Thug, right? Because I don't want to say too much, because, he took a plea that in my opinion, I don't think it was a good deal. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. But talking to some people, they feel like, man, shoot, he ain't in jail, So something just transpired, and it's like I don't really want to get too deep into it because I don't want to bring attention to it, but I gotta pull a little homie coat to, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna do it in a very intelligent way, right? Whoever the little homie may be, because the little homie may be anybody, right? So I'm just pulling the little homie's coat. Little homie may know who he be. I ain't any little homie could be any little homie out here that's out here lacking a little bit of knowledge, right? Through emotion. So before I get to the Young Thug thing, yeah, you got it. 45 years suspect and 15 years probation. He gonna be walking on eggshells. Nigga, that nigga ain't gonna be walking on eggshells. He gonna be swinging over eggshells. Cause he gonna be too scared to walk on eggshells. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get to his sentencing, and then we gonna and then I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna send the kite out to him. Hopefully he's watching, because hey, what could he be doing right now? But probably writing and recording or banging out Mariah the Scientist. That's probably the top of the list. Before I get into that, I want to get into this real quick. Now, I told y'all, all the people that sell their soul to the devil or to Lucifer or to the Illuminati or to Satan, however y'all want to look at it, however you view it, to the dark side, the evil empire. Now, I tell y'all, all these people that sell their soul to the industry all have to go Democratic, right? That's what makes me know not to mess with the Democrats, because all the people, all my peers and the people that in the industry that I believe that sold their soul, in my opinion, that went through those doors, they all have, since I've been in the industry. I don't care if it was the Vote or Die campaign. I don't care what it was. It's always Democrat. Don't matter who the candidate is. If you watch the industry and you pay attention to the elections, all the people that sell a soul to the industry that's involved, allegedly involved in that secret cult, they all go and stand for the Democrat. I don't care if it was Hillary. I don't care if it's Kamala. I don't care if it was Obama. Who else was it? I can't think of the other ones, but those are the more late. Joe Biden, right? So whether you see all the black artists, right, that sell a soul, you'll always see them going for the Democrats, whether it's allegedly like Diddy and the Beyoncés, the Jays, the LeBrons, the sports, the music, the actors, the actresses. They all lead you to that death pit, right? Which is the goddamn Democratic Party, right? So Now, look who they got speaking for them, right? And I'm using this under fair use. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair usage use permitted by the copyright statute might otherwise be infringing nonprofit education pursues tips to balance in favor of fair use. Let's put this right here. And all I see is evil, bro. Like, I'm telling you, man. These people know that Kamala wasn't even voted in to run for president, right? We know that they just put her there because Joe Biden got his ass spanked in that debate in the World Series. He was too old. So they told him step down and let her run. Now, they done brought out Megan Thee Stallion to try to convince these young girls to go and vote for this lady. Oh, we need, women power and this, that, and the other. But these are the same people that's, pushing abortion, killing babies and stuff, right? Opening borders, letting just anybody in the country or whatever, right? But now, how many of y'all remember when Cardi B talked about how bad the Democrats was and how Joe Biden was, and allegedly, I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly how she said it, but she said she wasn't dealing with politics, allegedly, right? Because she didn't understand it and all this other stuff, and they don't do what they supposed to. I can't remember everything that she said verbatim, but I'm paraphrasing. But basically, she was like, she was getting on them. She was getting on them, right? But when you sell your soul to this industry, right, they always going to remind you. They always going to remind you. And then you can't do what you want to do. You got to do what they make you do, right? Or you got to take the check or whatever, right? So explain to me, think about this, y'all. This is the election. And look who they got up here.
I'm nervous. I'm excited. What's up, y'all? One second, guys. 1 second. Okay. So I don't take lightly the call. Sorry, guys. I'm a little nervous. Guys. I've been waiting for this moment this whole life. My whole life. I need patience over here. Patience, where are you, girl? I need patience over here.
Nothing could make Kamala Harris happier than you sitting out this election. Because if you don't vote, she wins. Don't sit out this election. Get out and vote for President Trump on election.
Hold on. How you guys doing tonight? How you guys doing tonight? Are we ready to make history? Are we we ready to make history? Are we ready to change these 4 years? No. Are we ready to change the next 8 years? Because we're going to make sure we have Kamala Harris in office for 8 years. Thank you. All right. Vice President Kamala Harris, thank you for having me. I do not take lightly the call to show up, the call to speak up, the call to deliver a message that's been on my heart for a hot minute now.
Now, come on, y'all. Did y'all hear what she said first? She said, y'all ready to change these last 4 years? Oops. That was her. I forget. Oops. Watch.
The call to speak, and Kamala Harris. Are we ready to change these 4 years? No. Are we ready to change the next 8 years? Are we ready to change these 4 years? No. Are we ready? To change these 4 years? No. Are we ready? Are we ready to change these 4 years? No. Are we ready to change the next? Are we ready to change these 4 years? No. Are we?
Yo, yeah, we ready to change these 4 years. You goddamn right. We ready to make America great again, goddamn it.
Ready to change the next 8 years because we're gonna make. Are we ready to change these 4 years? No. Are we ready to change these 4 years? No. Are we ready to change these 4 years? No. Are we ready to change these 4 years? Are we ready to change these 4 years? No. Are we ready to change the next 8 years because we're gonna make sure we have Kamala Harris in office for 8 years. Thank you. All right. Vice President Kamala Harris, thank you for having me. I do not take lightly the call to show up, the call to speak up, the call to deliver a message that's been on my heart for a hot minute now. Now, I took my time writing this speech, so I'm gonna make sure I deliver it right. Because I got something I've been wanting to say for a long time. I've been saying it on Twitter, on my Instagram, and I'm ready to tell it to you now. Y'all ready to listen? All right, now. All right. Just like Kamala Harris, I too have been the underdog. I've been underestimated. My success belittled and discredited. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. Women have to work 10 times harder, perform 10 times better, and still people question us how we got to the top. They be like, how she got there? Hold on, let me warm up. Yeah. Let me tell you something. I can't stand a bully. But just like Kamala, I always stand up to one. All the time, I'm ready for him. Yeah. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. I wasn't gonna vote this year. I wasn't. But Kamala Harris joining the race, she changed my mind completely. I did not have faith on any candidates until she joined the race and said the things that I wanted to hear, that I want to see next in this country. All right? I believe in every word that comes out of her mouth. She's passionate, she's compassionate, she shows empathy, and most of all, she is not delusional. Yeah. Yeah. Kamala recognized that this country is at risk. that the economy needs to get stronger, that the cost of food and the cost of living is too high. Damn, it's even high for me. I believe her when she says, under her, buying eggs and milk won't break the bank, because she's gonna pass a ban on price gouging on groceries. And she told me that in my face. So she better not lie to me in my face. Yeah. I believe her when she says she will make housing more affordable by providing Americans with $25,000 in down payment assistance. Yeah. Hold on. I got more.
Shalom, everyone. My name is Eris Soref. I'm the president of One for
She
Israel.
said 50,000. What happened to the 50,000? She cut that in half already. I remember saying 50,000. It's ads on YouTube right now. 50,000.
Yeah, she's promising a lot. And I believe her when she says she will provide a tax cut to 100 million middle-class Americans. That's a lot of Americans. And that includes $6,000 for parents in the first year of child's life. Y'all remember when they used to do that? Y'all remember when this country used to do that? Yeah. And speaking of healthcare, let's talk about it. Let's talk about healthcare. Did you hear what Donald Trump said the other day? Y'all heard what he said? All right, I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me drink my water. Yeah, stay hydrated. He said he's gonna protect women whether they like it or not. He said he's gonna protect women whether they like it or not. I'm repeating it. Donnie Dunk, please. Protection for women, especially if we're talking about maternal and mental health care, is in telling them what to do with their bodies. It's supporting them and giving them the care they need for what they choose to do with their bodies. I don't play that. People like Donald Trump don't believe women deserve rights. And when those rights are taken away, they are nowhere to be found. When a mother's going through postpartum, he's not there to hold her hand. When a child is in foster care or in a shelter because their mother is not mentally stable or financially stable to take care of them, they're not there. The people outside planning, they're not there. They're all gone. Those people outside Planned Parenthood screaming at women's faces, they don't be there when women go through stuff. They don't.
Duh. Do she know what she's talking about? She's up there fighting for the people that want to kill the babies. Like, you up there fighting for the people that want to fund Planned Parenthood and let y'all come and get abortions and kill babies and tell you that. And Cardi, you on the wrong stage, baby. They for abortions, Cardi. Cardi. Cardi, they for abortions. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Cardi? The folks are crazy. I will never understand how black folks support obvious lunacy. These are entertainers. They are culture. Cardi giving the wrong message. Oh, yo, bro. She said that people at Planned Parenthood, they ain't there to hold your hand. Tell her, Cardi. Tell her, baby. She done been alleged. She may have known somebody that has been to the abortion clinic before. Oh God.
They don't. And because their mother is not mentally stable or financially stable to take care of them, they're not there. The people outside planning, they're not there. They're all gone. Those people outside Planned Parenthood screaming at women's faces, they don't be there when women go through stuff. They don't. And everything is possible. Shout out to the single moms out there, but it's hard. Trump says he's going to protect women whether they like it or not. Well, if his definition of protection is not the freedom of choice, if his definition of protection is making sure our daughters have fewer rights than our mothers, then I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. We all knew Trump was a hustler. But hustling women, and I'm a hustler too, yeah. But hustling women out of their rights to their body is nasty work. Hustling Americans out of their hard-earned money by selling Trump watches, Trump sneakers.
Did she say nasty work? Did she say nasty work on a national presidential platform? It's nasty work. And y'all want niggas to vote Democrat? Yeah, okay. She does nasty work on a goddamn presidential platform. Yo, this election is a goddamn joke, bro. I swear to God, man.
And Trump Bibles. By the way, the watches is $100,000. Yeah. Made in China, another country he discredited, is nasty too. Let me ask you a question. Wait, is Milwaukee in the building? Is Wisconsin in the building? Yeah. Let me ask you this question. Do we really trust this man with our economy? Our economy! A man who cares only about making himself rich and cutting taxes for his billionaire friends. I don't even get a tax cut.
Na yen no point yen me cho point cho la gan cha kan cha yen ya wala ke me je ga jamane ka barje wan cha yen.
Today is your wallet. Tomorrow, he'll be conning you out of your healthcare rights. And that's a fact. I want you to hear that again. Today, he's hustling you with buy my sneakers. Tomorrow is going to be your healthcare rights. He's going to take it away from you. He's going to snatch it. Donald Trump talks about how he has a concept of a plan, but America, the only concept of a plan he has is a plan to hustle you. Yeah. Because we know what he's really setting us for. He's selling more than watches and sneakers. He's selling us bigotry, misogyny, division, chaos, and confusion. He wants us to hate each other. And it's going to cost you your money, equal opportunity, affordable health care, and any rights you thought you had for your body. He's going to take it from you. Listen to me. He's going to take it. Thank you. I love you too. I I'm not giving Donald Trump a second chance. Nope. I'm not taking any chances with my future, and not damn sure and taking no chances with the future of my children. All three of them. All three of them. I'm not giving him the chance. You're not giving him the chance. Yeah. I'm with Kamala. I believe in her. In America, I believe in you to turn out on Tuesday. Turn out and turn up on Tuesday. Turn the page and let's win this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage elementary school teacher Adrian Carver.
Oh man. And there's so many ignorant ones out here, bro. That's the scary part. Y'all gonna go ahead and they pulling out all the guns, bro. Beyonce, J-Lo, Cardi. All the people you went and followed across the street. Oh, there's one more thing I gotta show you.
Hey, everybody. I know you've been getting a ton of political fundraising messages lately.
I pledge to listen to experts, to listen to people who disagree. That's what real leadership is about. Senator who understands.
Out tonight, I'm coming out tonight. Woo! I'm coming out tonight. I'm coming out tonight. Oh,
Creeping my wall.
yeah, glow.
Y'all.
And when y'all thought it wasn't over, yo, let me show you. The Democrats done pulled out the big political guns this time.
What's up, Milwaukee?
Oh, word? And y'all voted for this lady. Okay. Woo! You think you got transgenders playing sports right now? Oh my God. I don't want to hear nothing from you ladies when y'all vote this lady in the office and y'all is sharing bathrooms with transgenders and all kind of other stuff. I don't want to hear nothing from you ladies. Don't look to us men to protect y'all. When they unleash what if Obama brought that And then Biden bought the transgenders in sports and sharing Korean spas. The transgenders could go on the women's side and all that. What y'all think is next? And they using all black people. Just shucking and jiving or get niggas to the polls. This girl is at a presidential rally doing a song called "Hold On Ho," and the presidential nominee is a female, and she's doing a song called "Hold On Ho." Hold on, ho. Yo, this is a spoof. Like, this is some shit that in Living Color would have did back in the days. Like, a black woman running for president and some ghetto ass motherfucking rappers and shit up there. Yo, this is in Living Color, bro. In real life, I swear to God, bro. Yo, I can't believe this. I can't believe this, man.
I do not want I'm pressure. Your bottle rooms, I'm ready. No, I stand out, I'm special. I stand up like heavy. You want me, you ready. Don't stop me, I'm back. Like in, I'm ready. I don't pick and choose, fuck with whoever. All my time is certain, and now these members certain too. Smiling in my, knock out all your. Milwaukee, what's up? Y'all make sure y'all go out and ball. Y'all ready to keep this party going? All right, let's go. Flow, carbon, hit like Mayweather. Hula come through and boy. Got millions out there. They hate it, but they stole the flow.
Did she say on gang? On gang? She didn't say that, did she? For the presidential nominee? Did she say on gang? Please tell me she did not say that, bro. Please tell me she did not say on gang, bro. Are we really watching this right now? Or is it like somebody got to pinch me, man? Somebody pinch me, man. We not watching this right now, right? Not Cardi B and Glorilla. Yo, bro. I thought the Megan thing was bad. She performed Hold On Ho for a female nominee. Yo, bro. Yo, man. I need a vacation, bro. I need a vacation. I gotta leave this country and go see some normalcy, some other country, man. I gotta leave this country and go see some normalcy. Like, I gotta get away from here for a minute. Like, this is crazy, bro. Yo, this is the presidential election. She did Hold On Ho. And she up here saying on gang. I know she's not saying on gang. I gotta bring that back because I gotta make sure. I have to make sure. Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. Black people, we gotta do better.
I do not want I'm pressure. Your bottle rooms, I'm ready. No, I stand out, I'm special. I stand up like heavy. You want me, you ready. Don't stop me, I'm back. Like in, I'm ready. I don't pick and choose, fuck with whoever. All my time is certain, and now these members certain too. Smiling in my, knock out all your 32. CA doors open up for me. Hear the intruders. Milwaukee, what's up?
What do you think the white people all across America that don't know nothing about hip hop is looking at this and saying, you think the white women are sitting here like, oh, we're voting for this black girl? You think white women is like, we're with Kamala, and yeah, and this is what the White House is getting ready to be? Cardi B and Glorilla at the White House? Really? Okay. Okay.
Wealthy and wretched, I'm the hood women motivation. The world now they try to underestimate. Get them glow, dead women fraudulent.
All right, I want y'all to pay attention to this, right? These are how white people go and vote. You see this white girl on the left under the girl with the yellow shirt, right? You see her right here? That's the average white person in America, right? The ghetto ass motherfuckers in America is right here in the pink. You see the pink right here behind on the right? The person in the pink. Watch the white girl right here, the brunette under the girl with the yellowish greenish shirt. Watch her face and watch the girl in the pink, right? That's your ghetto American black girl right there, and that's your average white woman right there across America. Now look at both of their reactions.
Y'all having a good time? All right, we finna keep the energy going. How y'all feeling? Y'all hot? No, it's actually cold out here, but I'm still feeling a little hot though. So we finna play what I'm feeling like right now. Drop that.
She's off.
Hey, it's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I ain't got no hitter, and no hitter ain't got. Let's go. I'm about to show my these hitters love her. How the is that your man? If he right here with me. Hey, turned up with my sister. Turned up at my show. Yeah. 60,000 fans came to see me do my thing. Got 1,000,001 haters and turned up with my hitters. Turned up with my sister. Turned up at my show. Yeah. I'm a bit of a head king. With my tweet, got a backwood full of top and a background full of beans. All that Twitter typing, they see me and ain't do nothing. Cropped out with some biker shorts, I'm showing off mine. I'm feeling good today. I'm outside with y'all. Got a brown skin hitter with. Okay. Let's go. So I tap it back. I keep this fresh. Cheese shirt on. Who won't smoke? Say what? Get it out your chest. Turned up with my hitter. Turned up with my sister. Turned up at the pole. Yeah. 60,000 fans came to see me do my thing. Got 1,000,001 haters, and they y'all can kiss my. Milwaukee, thank y'all. Make sure y'all go out and vote. I love y'all.
Please sign the petition.
Bro. All you got to do is sing and rap. And these people are going to go and vote, man. Like, they couldn't find no R&B singers to get to, like, that sold they soul to get up there. Like, oh my God. I'm telling y'all, think of the average white person, right? The average white woman, the one that clutches her goddamn pocketbook when the black person walked by. Think about her and her watching Cardi B and Glorilla up here endorsing Kamala, and them thinking, oh, this is what she's about to do. These are the people that's supporting her. All right, let's get to the next thing. Now I want to get into the Young Thug thing, right? Young Thug, if you're watching, brother, because I'm sure you ain't sleeping. Well, you know what? You might be sleeping, because you probably on a mattress that feels so goddamn good right now, boy. You probably sleeping like a baby. Probably got your thumb in your mouth. But then again, you might not be asleep because you might be still on the high of being out. All right. But I've been following your whole trial, brother. Congratulations to you on getting out. Now, do I think that you got out with the best deal? No. But because the reason I say that is because the back end, the probation period, time period, the stuff you pled guilty for, that if you get violated, that Jesus Christ, bro, the time that you looking to do will be incredible. Like, you was better off going to trial. I think you have more of a chance of being it, that they screwed up so much. They screwed up so much that I don't think a jury would have anonymously found y'all guilty because of all the antics and BS that went on. But that mistrial gave y'all this opportunity to make the state want to bargain with y'all, and I want to feel like it feels like they intentionally caused the mistrial, because I don't think they could be that sloppy, being professionals. But according to the judge, he said she was trying to clean up their sloppy mistakes. So maybe it was, I don't know, but this mistrial gave these guys the opportunity to negotiate a plea deal, and instead of rolling the dice, they took it, they copped out. So Young Thug, I don't know who got, out of all of them, who got the best deal, because they all was facing some serious time. But when you listen to the sentencing and the state's rules, so to speak, and the stuff that they get him to agree to, you like, you know what I'm saying? But for a person that just want to get out of jail, they'll take anything at the time that it sounds good. You know what I'm saying? You think that, oh, 15 years of probation, that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing music. But when they telling you all this other stuff, which I'm getting ready to play and stuff, and you think how realistic it is, shit. Give me a little more time, take off all that probation. I'm sorry. I'm not saying I want to be in jail, but the chances of me doing 15 years and not an accident can happen and violate any of those terms, and your ass is gone, right? But let's get into the everything that they said, and then y'all understand where I'm coming from. I'll break it down more.
Probation, then he would not have to go to custody. If he did not, he'd face probation revocation as well as 23 years, as a court said, backloaded in the Georgia prison system. But we could not come to terms on all the conditions that the district attorney was insisting on.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Love.
Okay. And Mr. Williams, were you aware of that previous offer as well as all of the requirements that that offer would have entailed?
Yes.
Okay. And had you had enough time to discuss that particular offer with your attorneys?
Yes.
All right.
The previous one?
The previous offer.
Yes.
Do you understand that the court can impose any sentence authorized by law, including a higher sentence than that recommended by the state, up to the maximum sentence on each charge in this indictment? Do you understand that, Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you enter into a non-negotiated plea, you do not have a right to withdraw your plea once the sentence has been announced?
Yes.
Do you understand that this is a guilty plea which is permanently recorded on your criminal history?
Yes.
Do you understand that this plea may be used to enhance sentencing on other convictions in this jurisdiction, as well as in other jurisdictions, including in the federal courts?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you are currently on probation or parole, your probation or parole may be revoked based on your entering a guilty plea today?
I'm not on probation.
Okay, so you're not on
if you
probation.
were on probation,
Yes.
but if you're not, then it doesn't matter.
Okay. Guilty plea today.
I'm not on probation.
Okay, so you're not on parole, your probation or parole, including in the federal court. And that this plea may be used to enhance sentencing on other convictions in this jurisdiction, as well as in other jurisdictions, including in the federal courts.
Yes.
Do you understand that if you are currently on probation or parole, your probation or parole may be revoked based on your entering a guilty plea today?
I'm not on probation.
Okay, so you're not on
if you
probation.
were on probation,
Yes.
but if you're not, then it doesn't matter.
Okay. Do you understand that if you are placed on probation of any kind by this court, you cannot violate any criminal laws of any governmental unit or any special conditions of probations without being subject to revocation for the balance of the sentence the court imposes?
Yes, I know. I know.
Do you understand that you are not allowed to possess or use a firearm while?
Now y'all heard that, right? If he violates the probation, he goes back to jail to do all the time on the back end. Okay?
While on probation.
Yes.
Do you understand that if you are not a United States citizen, a guilty plea conviction will affect your immigration status and will result in deportation, just like a conviction at a trial would, and that this is true regardless of any advice by your attorney or anyone else?
Yes.
Do you understand that neither the court, your attorney, nor the district attorney's office has anything to do with parole, and the Department of Corrections or Board of Pardons and Paroles, and that no one can guarantee parole no matter what anyone has told you?
Yes.
Do you understand that there may be other adverse or unfavorable consequences as a result of this guilty plea conviction, just as there would be from a conviction following a trial? For example, your guilty plea may affect the right to vote, the right to hold public office, the right to serve on a jury, the right to obtain a passport, the right to receive, possess, or transport a firearm, or the ability to obtain employment. Do you understand that, Mr. Williams?
Yes.
So he can't never get a passport. He can't leave the country. Are you kidding me? This conviction stops him from getting a passport? Oh, hell no.
Obtain a passport, the adverse or unfavorable consequences as a result of this guilty plea conviction, just as there would be from a conviction following a trial. For example, your guilty plea may affect the right to vote, the right to hold public office, the right to serve on a jury, the right to obtain a passport, the right to receive, possess, or transport a firearm, or the ability to obtain employment. Do you understand that, Mr. Williams?
Yes.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty to a felony, if you use, receive, possess, or transport a firearm, or if you use a firearm in a crime, you will be guilty of a felony?
Boarding passes?
Check.
IDs?
Check.
Kids?
Check. Check, please.
Which may carry a sentence of up to 1 to 15 years in prison.
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand that you waive any and all defenses, including any mental health defenses, by entering a plea of guilty?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you went to trial, you would have the right to that if you continued at trial, rather, you would continue to have the right to a trial by jury, the right to see, hear, and confront witnesses called to testify against you, and the right to testify or to remain silent and not incriminate yourself? Do you understand all of those things?
Yes.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you are giving up the following rights? The right to a trial by jury. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The right to remain silent and not incriminate yourself.
Yes.
The right to confront witnesses against you.
Yes.
The right to continued assistance of counsel hired by you or to court-appointed counsel if you cannot afford an attorney at the continued trial of your case.
Yes.
The right to the presumption of innocence.
Yes.
The right to testify on your own behalf and to present other evidence.
Yes.
The right to subpoena witnesses and compel the production of evidence.
Yes.
The right to have the charges against you proven beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yes.
The right to appeal if convicted of these charges after a trial. Do you understand?
Yes.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or promised you anything to get you to enter a guilty plea?
No.
Is it your decision to waive these rights and enter a guilty plea because you are in fact guilty?
Yes.
Well, Your Honor, may I interject?
You may.
Your Honor, on count 1, which is the racketeering conspiracy count, Mr. Williams is tendering a plea under nolo contendere. As to count 56, which is participation in a criminal street gang activity as being a leader or a supervisor or organizer, Mr. Williams is also tendering a plea to this honorable court as under nolo contendere. The balance of the counts, so he is tendering a guilty plea.
Your Honor,
Yes, ma'am.
Would the court like to hear from the state or not?
About the NOLO issues?
Yes.
Sure.
Your Honor, the state asked that the court not accept a NOLO plea and require either a guilty plea or a not guilty plea as to these charges.
All right. I'm going to permit a NOLO plea as to counts 1 and 56.
All right. Mr. Williams. As to count 57, participation in criminal street gang activity, how do you plead?
I plead guilty.
As to count 58, violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, how do you plead?
Guilty.
As to count.
Do y'all understand what the no-low plea is? Him pleading a no-low contender plea, also known as a no contest plea, is a legal plea where a defendant does not admit guilt or claim innocent, but instead agrees to accept punishment as if they were guilty. All right?
Count 59, violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, how do you plead?
Guilty.
As to count 60, violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, how do you plead?
Guilty.
As to count 61, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And as to count 1, conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, how do you plead?
No law.
As to count 56, participation in criminal street gang activity under the leadership charge, how do you plead?
No law.
I think you didn't ask about count 62.
As to count, thank you, Your Honor. As to count 62, possession of a machine gun, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty to the offenses you have indicated because you are in fact guilty of these charges?
Yes.
All right. Are your guilty pleas and your NOLO pleas freely and voluntarily given with the full knowledge of the charges against you?
Yes.
Do you understand that you may have only a limited right to appeal this guilty plea conviction?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have only 4 years from today's date for a felony charge and 12 months from today's date you don't have a misdemeanor charge? But to file a habeas corpus petition challenging the voluntariness and constitutionality of this guilty plea.
Yes.
Your Honor, also, do you
have 30 days from today to file a direct appeal from this guilty plea and until the end of this term of court to file a motion seeking to withdraw the guilty plea, which does not mean it would be granted, but that's the time period, okay?
What's a direct appeal?
Well, you can talk to your attorneys more about it, but it would be up to one of the, like the Court of Appeals, I think is where this one would go. Those are just the time periods.
And Your Honor,
Trump devastated Black businesses.
Efforts to save small business from the
Okay.
we would also be asking the court to require or to forfeit, have defendant forfeit all of the property that has been seized and that is currently being held that was found or recovered or taken from his home after it was searched on May 9th.
Do you have any kind of list of what that property is? I mean, I'm not familiar with what was seized.
And Your Honor, we're not
do,
agreeing.
Oh, I know. I mean, I assume y'all aren't agreeing to anything.
We're not
that you
agreeing
would
to that.
present it as a negotiated plea.
We're not, but we do have a list of the
All right.
property
Do you have
items.
it where available right now?
Yes, actually, would the court permit us to send it electronically?
Sure,
Because
that's fine. And then if that is not imposed as a condition, is it just get litigated as like any forfeiture matter?
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
it
ci-
would be litigated
it's a
later
s-
on.
It's
Yes.
a civil separate filing
Okay.
in this court. It's not related to a criminal.
right.
Case. It's related case, but it's unrelated.
Understood.
And we are sending that to Your
All right.
Honor
Thank you.
at this time. And as it relates to the conditions of a conviction under 1615-4, Your Honor, we would ask, or as part of the sentence, defendant would be required to adhere to the requirements, the sentencing requirements of the gang statute, which at least in part require that he not associate with any gang members whatsoever. And I can read the rest of that into the record if the court requires, or I can continue with the factual basis.
All right. And let me ask you, because I know that at least while y'all were negotiating, one of the things that I guess was being negotiated was some exception for, I think, somebody that is contractually obligated on his record label. Is that something that the state would still be in agreement to?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
All right. Your Honor, as part of the requirements of 1615-4,
Yes.
defendant would, one moment, Your Honor. Under 1615-4, in addition to any other penalty provided by the code section, all sentences imposed under the code section shall require as a special condition of the sentence that the person sentenced shall not knowingly
Slow down
have.
just a tad, because there's a court reporter taking it down. And when we start reading, we read really fast. So go ahead.
This code section shall require as a special condition of the sentence that the person sentenced shall not knowingly have contact of any kind or character with any other member or associate of a criminal street gang, shall not participate in any criminal gang activity, and in cases involving a victim, shall not knowingly have contact of any kind or character with any such victim or any member of any such victim's family or household. So that is, and we've listed in our indictment the victims of the crimes, the overt acts that have been committed, and under the basic conspiracy law, those are the victims that we are naming. Your Honor, as this case has been tried and would continue to be tried until the state completed its case in chief, the evidence has shown that the defendant, throughout the time between 2013 to 2022, conspired with both indicted and unindicted co-conspirators to participate in the enterprise known as Young Slime Life, or YSL, through a pattern of racketeering activity. Throughout that time, multiple conspirators, both indicted and unindicted, and including the defendant, have committed overt acts intended to further the enterprise itself. With regard to the defendant, as far back, the evidence has shown, as 2013, the defendant, along with other YSL founding members, Walter Murphy, for one, committed an aggravated assault and armed robbery against Derek Dotson. The court has heard evidence of that presented through Adrian Bean, who was a co-conspirator in that particular act. The armed robbery of an Archillian Bennett back in 2013. As alleged in the indictment, defendant and unindicted and indicted co-conspirators committed acts to further YSL that included drug sales, aggravated assault, and murder. They used and furthered, rather, this conspiracy by using social media posts and music to assert the violent nature of and the dominance of Young Slime Life, which is also known as YSL. The defendant is charged with being a leader of the gang YSL, and evidence has been presented by accomplices and co-founders of YSL, Trontavious Stevens and Walter Murphy, and evidence would have been presented, in the words of the defendant himself, that the defendant, as shown by some of his own social media postings, was the founder, one of the founders of YSL, along with Mr. Stevens and Mr. Murphy. YSL formed, according to the evidence that has come out in this trial, in 2012, 2013, under the former version of the name of the gang called Rock Crew or Raised on Cleveland. The court has heard evidence of the 2014 and 2015 incidents that have involved conflicts between YSL members and IF gang members, that included someone shooting the window of Mr. Williams' car and armed individuals rushing outside during shootings at Club Crucial to ensure Mr. Williams' safety, shootings at a place called the Dugout where armed.
So all she gonna do is reiterate all the stuff that she feel like he was guilty of. So when the judge make her sentencing, you know, she won't be trying to be as lean. She don't want her to be as lenient as she can. But let's get to the judge sentencing him, right? Now this is why I'm doing this show. After she tells him all the stipulations, I'll show y'all what I was talking about.
Hooking up with the powerful guy at the end of the street selling drugs. And, you know, I know that happens for protection sometimes, but a much better way would be getting an education and setting, you know, hanging around with people who set a good example. And you be one of those people that sets a good example. I mean, all right, so that's my high horse on that. I could also go on. But I want you to try to be more of the solution and less of the problem. All right. All right. So it is not lost on the court that the state, had they been able to come to agreement on certain special conditions, was willing to entirely dismiss the RICO count, was willing to entirely dismiss one of the gang counts, and was willing to entirely dismiss this, you know, machine gun count. Was willing to give a sentence that permitted Mr. Williams to walk out of the door today, and therefore does not seem to be particularly worried that Mr. Williams, if on the streets, would be a danger to society. I'm taking that into consideration in crafting my sentence. And in permitting a NOLO plea to the RICO count and one of the two gang counts, I would not be permitting the NOLO to the one if you were not pleading guilty to at least one of them. But you are, and y'all admit a factual basis for the counts that you are pleading guilty to. I find there to be a factual basis for those counts and for the remaining counts with which you are charged, I am going to impose a sentence, and I've taken a little bit of the suggested special conditions from the defense and a little bit of the special conditions suggested by the prosecution. On count one, the court sentence is 20 years to serve 5 years, commuted to time served, the balance of 15 years to be probated, and a $25,000 fine. On count two, the sentence is 5 years to serve, commuted to time served. That's the minimum sentence that's permitted on that count. It is required to be run consecutively. I'm going to run it consecutive to count one, but I am going to backload. Oh, I'm sorry. That is not commuted. That is 5 years to serve, and it's going to be run consecutively to count one, backloaded, by which I mean after you serve your 15 years of probation, if you have been successful on that probation, and I sincerely hope that you are, then at the end of that 15 years, I will commute the entire rest of any service portion of your sentence to time served. So I'll get to the end of it and give you the total sentence, but I'm also going to impose a $15,000 fine with regard to that count. Count 57, 20 years to serve 5, commuted to time served, the balance of 15 years probated, concurrent with count 1. Count 58, 10 years to serve 5, commuted to time served, balance probated, concurrent with count 1. 59, 5 years to serve, commuted to time served, concurrent with count 1. 60, 5 years to serve, commuted to time served, concurrent with count 1. Count 61, 5 years to serve, that is required to be also a consecutive sentence, so that's going to be run consecutively to count 56 and backloaded. Count 62, 10 years to serve, also required to be served consecutively, that's going to be consecutive to count 61, also backloaded. So essentially, the total sentence is 40 years to serve the first 5 years in prison, but commuted to the time that you have already served, followed by 15 years on probation, followed then by the backloaded 20 years, which can be served in custody and will be served in custody if you are not successful on your probation. If you are successful in completing your 15 years probation, that will be commuted to time served.
And y'all think that was a good deal? Shh. Okay. I think he got 40 years, bro. 40 years. Cut down. Psh, man.
What is the best way to lose this central obesity? Some people call it belly fat.
I'm gonna drink lime and ginger water every morning to lose weight.
You are to remain on reporting status for the first half of your probation, active reporting for the first 7.5 years of your probation, and that is pursuant to OCGA 17-10-1, subsection 2, A2A. And Mr. Steele and Mr. Adams, in order to keep him on reporting status, there needs to be good cause shown. We all concede that good cause is shown here.
Stipulate.
All right, I appreciate that. Special conditions of your probation.
What good cause? What do you mean?
Can I have a second, Your Honor?
Sure.
Let the judge. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. You had enough time to talk with your attorneys?
Yes.
Okay.
Seven and a half years supervised probation. These niggas could pop up. You got to go report. Shit could be every month, every week. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. I guess it's better than being in jail. But what they setting him up for, that nigga spit on the ground. He's going right back to jail.
All right, special conditions of your probation. After 48 hours from your release, you are to stay away from the metro Atlanta area, and that's defined by the U.S. Census Bureau. It may change, but you can look that up anytime to figure out what that is. For the first 10 years of your probation, subject to the following exceptions, you are permitted to be in the metro Atlanta area to attend any wedding, funeral, or graduation from high school, college, or graduate school of any of your immediate family members. And immediate family members is defined the same way that you all were contemplating it when you were negotiating. You can get here up to 24 hours prior to any such event, and you need to leave within 48 hours after any such event. In addition, during each year of your probation, I'm going to require that you come to the metro Atlanta area and make a live anti-gang and anti-gun violence presentation 4 times.
Y'all see him on Crime Stoppers. Y'all can't be clowning. Y'all know that's part of his agreement. You know, because, you know, everybody got on TI for doing Crime Stoppers. So if y'all see him out here doing all that, y'all encourage him. All right?
Keep him on reporting status. There needs to be good cause shown. We all concede that good cause is shown here.
Stipulate.
All right, I appreciate that. Special conditions of your probation.
What good cause? What do you mean?
Can I have a second, Your Honor?
Sure.
Let the judge. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. You had enough time to talk with your attorneys?
Yes.
Okay. All right, special conditions of your probation. After 48 hours from your release, you are to stay away from the metro Atlanta area, and that's defined by the U.S. Census Bureau. It may change, but you can look that up anytime to figure out what that is. For the first 10 years of your probation, subject to the following exceptions, you are permitted to be in the metro Atlanta.
Bro, do you know what the metro Atlanta area is? For 10 years? Yo, bro. Yo, bro. I guess anything be being in jail, but yo, look at this. This is the metro Atlanta area, bro. Everything that's in this area. This is the metro Atlanta area. He can't go to Alpharetta, Marietta, the city, down in the city. Yo, bro, do you see this? Look at everything that's in the Atlanta metro area. Yo, bro, he got to move. Closest he can get to Atlanta is Athens. Yo, bro, how you can't go in the Atlanta metro area for 10 years, bro? He can't go to Newman, McDonald, Covington, Lawrenceville, Duluth, Roswell, Ackworth, Kennesaw. Yo, what? Yo, that's crazy, bro. Like, where is he gonna move to? He's done in Atlanta. He's gonna have to move to Columbus, Augusta, Chattanooga, Montgomery. He can't even leave Georgia. Macon. Yo, the Atlanta metro area is big. Wow, bro. Wow. Wow. That gotta suck, bro. No strip clubs for him.
Individuals rushed to ensure
of any of your immediate family members. And immediate family members is defined the same way that you all were contemplating it when you were negotiating. You can get here up to 24 hours prior to any such event, and you need to leave within 48 hours after any such event. In addition, during each year of your probation, I'm going to require that you come to the Metro Atlanta area and make a live anti-gang and anti-gun violence presentation 4 times a year, each year of your probation, at a grade school, a middle school, a boys or girls club, anything like that, that type of group. And if you want to, that presentation can include a benefit concert, and these presentations may count towards your required community service hours, which I'm going to impose, that during each year of your probation, you perform 100 hours of community service. You are, and this is required by the fact that there's a gang conviction. You shall not knowingly have contact of any kind or character with any other member or associate of any criminal street gang. Exception to that, if your brother is a member of any street gang, I hope you talk him into getting out of it. Quantavious Greer, and then also Sergio Kitchens, as long as you are contractually obligated to him. That is going to include anybody who is named in this indictment, except as absolutely necessary to conduct the lawful business of your musical career, and to any extent that the state is not agreeing to the exception for Mr. Kitchens. In the event that that part is not enforceable because it is only a portion of a special condition, going to provide that that be severable from the rest of this, and I'll put some case.
Now, that is the part that made me be like, yo, Thug got to be careful, right? Like, yo, Young Thug, do not talk to dudes on FaceTime unless you know they are by themselves, right? Yesterday, we was at the Nelly Halloween party, right? Was that yesterday? Well, on Halloween, 2 days ago, right? Thug and T.I. is on FaceTime, right? And T.I. takes the phone and shows everybody, yo, nigga Thug is in, the Thug here, right? and his niggas in the background throwing up the A-Town, right? Now, let's just say they wasn't throwing up the A-Town and they threw up some gang shit, right? In this shit that she's saying right now, you can't fuck with nobody that's in any gang or affiliated to any gang, this and other. And I know T.I. is not gang related, right? As far as I know, right? But something that's that simple with another person filming it in the background will get him jammed up. Bam, that easy. That easy, bro. Like, nigga, you gotta be careful. Do not get on the phone. So you know these phones, bro. You better not get on the phone with niggas and the nigga pass the phone to some nigga that's in the game. And the nigga say, "What's up, blood? Yo, blood, you home, blood?" Nigga, you're gone. 20 years. Gone. You ain't even do the 15 years probation. Gone. Like, you gotta be careful, bro. That she just listen to what she just started with.
A. And Mr. Steele and Mr. Adams, in order to keep him on reporting status, there needs to be good cause shown. We all concede that good cause is shown here.
Stipulate.
All right, I appreciate that. Special conditions of your probation.
What good cause? What do you mean?
Can I have a second, Your Honor?
Sure.
Let the judge. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. You had enough time to talk with your attorneys?
Yes.
Okay. All right, special conditions of your probation. After 48 hours from your release, you are to stay away from the metro Atlanta area, and that's defined by the U.S. Census Bureau. It may change, but you can look that up anytime to figure out what that is. For the first 10 years of your probation, subject to the following exceptions, you are permitted to be in the metro Atlanta area to attend any wedding, funeral, or graduation from high school, college, or graduate school of any of your immediate family members. And immediate family members is defined the same way that you all were contemplating it when you were negotiating. You can get here up to 24 hours prior to any such event, and you need to leave within 48 hours after any such event. In addition, during each year of your probation, I'm going to require that you come to the metro Atlanta area and make a live anti-gang and anti-gun violence presentation 4 times a year, each year of your probation, at a grade school, a middle school, a boys or girls club, anything like that, that type of group. And if you want to, that presentation can include a benefit concert, and these presentations may count towards your required community service hours, which I'm going to impose, that during each year of your probation, you perform 100 hours of community service. You are, and this is required by the fact that there's a gang conviction. You shall not knowingly have contact of any kind or character with any other member or associate of any criminal street gang. Exception to that, if your brother is a member of any street gang, I hope you talk him into getting out of it. Quantavious Greer, and then also Sergio Kitchens, as long as you are contractually obligated to him. That is going to include anybody who is named in this indictment, except as absolutely necessary to conduct the lawful business of your musical career, and to any extent that the state is not agreeing to the exception for Mr. Kitchens.
No one seems to know this, but Amazon actually has a $50 million fund that they have to pay out every single month. And here's
in the event that that part is not enforceable because it is only a portion of a special condition, going to provide that be severable from the rest of this, and I'll put some case cites in the Senate sheet for that. You are in no way to promote any criminal street gang or any criminal street gang activity, including on any social media platform. You are not to utilize any hand signs, terminology, or language that promotes any criminal street gang. You are not to participate in any criminal street gang activity. You are not to knowingly
Thugger, don't get out here and let a niggas dap you up with the old dumbass shit and motherfucking somebody be filming and catching you giving a nigga a handshake with all that extra shit. Your ass going back to jail, nigga. You better not even let a nigga see you throw up anything to any of your homeboys. Because niggas will do that and just to get a picture of you and send it, and your ass go right back to, you get 15 years if you throw a gang sign. Bro. Okay. And y'all say, no, he got a good deal. Okay.
engage in any contact with any of the victims that are listed in this indictment or with any of their family members. And you may not have in your possession or with arm's reach any kind of a firearm because you're going to be a convicted felon. And that is, except I know that you have security and you need security. You can be within arm's reach of a firearm that is in the possession of either licensed law enforcement or licensed security personnel that are in your security detail or anybody that you're performing with. You are to submit to random drug screens and not use any drugs unless they are prescribed for you by a licensed physician. You are to execute a Fourth Amendment waiver that will permit the search of your person, residence, vehicles, and electronics for any firearms, any criminal street gang paraphernalia, or any illicit drugs.
You heard that? At any time, they could go to his house, his car, check his phone for any gang activity. Okay. Nigga. The wrong nigga send him a wrong, man. Y'all think this is good, boy. This is not no good deal. Only thing is good about is his ass is home right now. Eating some Cheerios.
Be a convicted felon. And that is, except I know that you have security and you need security. You can be within arm's reach of a firearm that is in the possession of either licensed law enforcement or licensed security personnel that are in your security detail or anybody that you're performing with. You are to submit to random drug screens and not use any drugs unless they are prescribed for you by a licensed physician. You are to execute a Fourth Amendment waiver that will permit the search of your person, residence, vehicles, and electronics for any firearms, any criminal street gang paraphernalia, or any illicit drugs. And as I mentioned with regard to one,
He could get a prescription for marijuana. You know what I'm saying? For stress, you know, sleep, whatever. He could get a prescription for marijuana because that's not an illegal drug. So he'll be good on the weed tip. And it'll probably be legal here in Georgia in a minute. But right now, they already got like, he could get the CBD, the THC too, and all that other shit. He could get that, but he just gonna have to get it prescribed by a doctor.
of the first of your co-defendants from this trial, at least since I've been involved, to plead guilty. Our Uniform Superior Court rules instruct and provide that it is absolutely proper for a judge to grant leniency in sentencing when, quote, the interests of the public and the effective administration of criminal justice are served, unquote. And I think that this plea is in the interest of the public and in the interest of effective administration of justice. Have been trying to ensure that to the extent I can, this trial also abides by that. It's been challenging at certain times. I find your plea to be freely, knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily entered with an understanding of the consequences, and I accept it as such. I also need to inform you that your attorneys were going to represent you through either the last day of this term of court or 30 days from now, whichever is later, and any of the filings that were mentioned that need to be filed within that time, they would file on your behalf unless they are permitted to withdraw from representing you before that time. I am not going to impose the conditions suggested by your counsel about the benefit concerts and the donations to the sheriff's office, but I certainly strongly encourage you to do those things and to do and continue to do things that benefit your community and especially help young people to stay out of criminal trouble. And unless there is anything from counsel other than that.
I have one matter, Your Honor.
Okay, and does the state as well?
Your Honor, with regards to Mr. Williams being permitted to come to the Metro Atlanta area or Cleveland Avenue area for funeral or the other items,
Right.
can you also consider, God forbid, there's a serious medical condition of a person that
In
is
his immediate family,
yeah.
certainly we can add that. And I also meant to mention, because I know you do travel all over in order to pursue your career, that it's permissible for your probation to be transferred to out of state, and that has to be done through probation, but that is fine with the court. And you may also keep your, nobody's mentioned it, but keep your passport and travel out of state and internationally to the extent that you need to do that for business purposes as well. All right, Mr. Body.
Oh, he lucky there. So he get to keep his passport. He could travel. So what he's probably going to do, what I would do, is move out of Georgia, because she said his probation could be transferred, but they got to do it through the probation department. Move out of Georgia, move somewhere else, chill the fuck out, get my probation transferred, and just chill out, do my music, stay away from niggas so I don't get jammed up. I ain't got to worry about niggas dapping me up and doing all this shit and somebody catching the picture. Psh, your ass back in jail. You know what I'm saying? Somebody say, yo, Sly, what up, Sly? In the streets. He ain't got to worry. Get out of here. Transfer your probation. Get out of here. Go chill somewhere off the grid. Don't go to LA. Don't go to Miami. Don't go nowhere where you want to be partying and niggas jam you up, nigga. Go somewhere where you could do your music and then go certain places to catch a vibe and shit. But stay out the way. Just stay out the way. Get out the way. Move, Doug. Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Move, Doug. Get out of Georgia. Get out the way. You know what I mean? That's his best bet.
Thank you. The district attorney just wanted me to urge the court, due to the fact that the Thomases have been negatively affected incredibly traumatically by what has discussed by both parties here today, to make a brief statement as she believes that they fall within the exception or within the bounds of Marcy's law. If the court would allow, I understand the court made a ruling earlier as it relates to that, but she wants
All right. Thank you. And I appreciate, well, I cannot even begin to understand what they must, anybody must be going through when they lose a family member to violence or criminal violence. Mr. Williams himself has expressed his own sorrow to the family. I, again, am going to stand by my belief that the appropriate time to hear a victim impact statement from them is at the close of the trial that contains the murder count with regard to their family member. All right. Thank you. Okay. Court is adjourned. Good luck to you. And I'm going to have there better be no violations, but if there are any, you're coming back to see me.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hey, you're.
Somebody said where I would move to. If I was him, he got money, I'll move to New York. I moved to New York. Guns and shit ain't legal there. You know what I'm saying? And he would be able to be close to the industry. Like he could stay on top of his business being up in New York. You know what I'm saying? Or Jersey and be right across the water from New York. But just to get back into the business clique, he got to be in. He can't go to LA because of the gang shit. You know what I'm saying? Not that New York don't have gangs, but it ain't as serious as the LA shit. You know, but yeah, if I was him, I would probably go to Jersey, Philly, somewhere close to New York, just so he could get in those buildings and get his business back up. You know what I'm saying? Because he going in Georgia is like Atlanta don't have the buildings, so he got to go to New York or California anyway. For him to get back into the swing of things and need to be around motherfuckers. Yeah, I was him. I'll transfer to Jersey or New York. You know what I'm saying? This way he right there at all the labels, all the buildings, all the networks. He could work all his shit out and be out the way. Just my opinion. And if him going to the Midwest somewhere way off the grid, he ain't gonna be. You know, he been in jail too long. He been in jail what 2 years. You know, that should be so slow for him. Like he need to get back that fast paced life. You know what I'm saying? And Georgia ain't even that fast paced, but he need to get back into that hustle mode and going up to New York. It'll give him that energy. Plus, at the end of the day, it's about all the business is up in there and in LA, and he don't want to be in LA. You know what I mean? Not with the YouTube police niggas out here. You know what I mean? Y'all know about the new YouTube police department, right? Vlad's the precinct, right? That's the headquarters precinct and shit, right? That's where they take all the niggas out to interrogate them. You know what I'm saying? That's the interrogation. Whack 100. He's the leader for the gang task force, along with Reggie Wright Jr. You know, Reggie Wright Jr. He's the detective, the detective, you know, the sergeant, and Whack 100. That motherfucker is the lieutenant. and shit. They the YouTube police niggas. They get on here and they get niggas to get niggas interrogated, and niggas tell on themselves, and they tell on niggas. Yes, they do. Somebody said Gene is the media press. I tell you, Vlad's the interrogation room. That's the precinct. That's where they take niggas, and niggas sit down there and tell Vlad everything. And fucking Reggie's and motherfucking and Whack, they the leaders of the gang task force. They get all the gang niggas locked up. Stupid ass niggas. All right, y'all. This is where I'm gonna say good night to y'all, or good morning to all my people out in Great Britain. What up, my Brits? Y'all catching me on the morning. All right. It's about 8 a.m. over there, going to 9 a.m. Shout out to all my Brits over there. Great Britain. Shout out to everybody in Germany, Canada, Africa, the Netherlands, Ireland. All right. My international folks, Paris. All right. Italy. All over. My head's in Russia. You know what it is. Choke, no joke. I am out of here. I'll be back in a few hours. All right. You know what it is. Yo, Thugger. Go ahead and move. Get that probation change. Stay away from these niggas. Stay off that phone, nigga. Stay off that FaceTime and stay off that phone. You brother. Don't get caught up. We believe in you, and we don't want to see you caught up. And y'all niggas got away with a lot of shit. Well, technically you're not. But we'll see how the rest of this trial play out for the rest of the people, because it ain't over yet. Make sure y'all get that Tunnel documentary out right now on YouTube, on Stash Movies, Amazon Prime, Apple TV, Tubi. You know what it is. Choke, no joke, man. I'm out. I got check it out, y'all. I got some new interviews out on Comedy Hype. I got new interviews out on Pierre's Panic Room. Make sure y'all check those out, all right? I just dropped new joints on Comedy Hype and Pierre's Panic Room. If you ain't get to see those. Choke, no joke. Thanks for everybody that been donating. Shout out to my man Paul. Much love. Who said Shonda? Thanks for the love. See him. It's always love to my brother Paul. But yeah, y'all know what it is. I'll see y'all tomorrow, all right?
Hold on. No autographs right now. I got something to handle right here. No disrespect.
Beat on the drums.
Choke, no joke on the mic. Life with success. Is this what it is? Let's go. Life with success. Is this what it is? Paparazzi running around flashing your kids, trying to catch them with a blunt or a cig, hoping that they fall in some type of addiction. Baby mama hitting you with numbers like addition. Shit so high, it feel like she pimping. It's alright, bitch. Yeah, I'm tripping, but it's better than the fucking max I'm spitting. You can have every dime. before you see this Jimmy again. If life was a movie, you'd be going in the wind. And this flow ain't conceptualized off gin and tonic. But how ironic, you foul once a nigga went and got it poppin'. I guess that's why you pushed up when I was Milano hopping. Out at high school, fresh with jewels, looking successful as I do. I made you a star in the hood, kept you in leathers and bamboos. Fresh footwear, girl, I kept you good. Every color to match, your butter sauce, moved you to edge cold. From the concourse, left mom house living better off. Now you write that shit all off. Like taxes, make me wanna remove your parts with chainsaw and axes. I need to roll up and get back to relaxing. Is this what it is? Life with success, huh? Is this what it is? Chicks you took care of, motherfuckers you looked out for. Everybody turn on you back, they motherfucking hand out. Is this what it is?
Life was success. Sometimes it sucks. When people want something's when they call up. Yeah. People wanna hang, cause you got a new truck.
Let's go.
Now you hang with chicks that you dreamed you fuck.
Haters want you stuck, chicks trying to get knocked up. Cake in the oven and eat your cake up. Chick, get your own and raise our stakes up. The more you get, yo, the shit get iller. So I might go from the glove one and turn to thriller. Saw dealers get extorted by Popo when they needed a filler. And the shit get realer. They wanna clap back but sit back and be a griller. Or be on a manhunt like Larry Davis. That's on the realer. Success have a lot of dudes on painkillers. Or puffing that fuzzy like caterpillars. It ain't easy to deal with. Life is success, huh? Is this what it is? Life with success. Is this what it is? Choke, no joke, you know what it is. Let's go, let's go. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to these fakes and these frauds. They don't own cars or Lamborghini doors. When high show cut, it's back to the store. I was born in rejection, this shit was hell. The place where I saw soldiers fall. Some simply for nothing at all. Some cause they lived on the other side of the wall. Now this might sound crazy, love what the hood made me. Poverty made me far from lazy. This ain't the place you wanna raise your babies. Young girls out here thinking they lazy. Nose powdered white, they brain all hazy. Ask them what they wanna be, they look at you crazy. These young cats out here looking all angry. I was just like them, sometimes the music made me act other than myself, no influence lately. Cause behind the scenes, they not living greatly. And I found out that most of these cats never so jack or the penitentiary. Let's go. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to the face and the frauds. They don't own cars and Lamborghini doors. The hype yo cut is back in the store. I inspire y'all to all want more. Don't listen to the face and the frauds. They don't own cars and Lamborghini doors. The hype yo cut is back in the store. They not selling drugs, they really not thugs. If they was, where are the slugs? Do you see them when you cop your drugs? Pulling up with STB in the front? Nah, it's not what they got, it's what they want. In the jungle, we all on the hunt. It's chemical. It's chemical beats. You know what it is.
Choke no joke. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe before you go. All right, I appreciate all of my new subscribers and my membership gang. I love y'all. I got some exclusives for y'all this month for the membership gang. That's right. Choke no joke. I've been digging in the crates. Got something special for my members. All right. I'll holler at y'all in the AM one. January, what you doing up? All right, y'all. Peace and love.
choke no joke. Yeah. It's choke no joke. Choke no joke. Chicken choke no joke. Choke no joke. Niggas choke no joke.